So, how do you deal with negative things in your life? Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom, and I am here to help you to find your purpose. And one of the tools I use to help you find your purpose, if you've been with me, you already know, but it's Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. Look how loved it is. Look how long we've been together. We've been doing this and doing this. These are all for my, the pink ones. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what they are, but that was for the whole year. Like the ones that I chose specifically, that I just pinpointed and decided these are the ones that were going to help me through the year. So, okay. So for today, it's October 24th, and it really is October 24th. Today, when I'm recording this, day 298, 68 days left in the year. We are 81.42% complete with 2024. So here is your passage for today. I refuse to be negative. I'm a realist. I deal with life and I let negative things go. Anything that drains my energy or my spirit is not healthy to hold on to, and I give it no time or space in my mind or in my life. Remember, self-talk is very specific. It's how the brain works. The brain works with specifics. It needs to know exactly what it is that you want. It's like a program, a computer. A computer is not subjective. It doesn't say, and the brain is like a computer, but a vast, amazing one. But it doesn't say, well, okay, give me, a few things and I'll figure it out. And I'm not talking about ChatGPT who just does it all. But but that's, you give it some prompts and there it goes. I'm talking about the actual, some other program, like a Word doc or something else where, putting something into a program or programming, creating a program to create an app or do whatever it is. You have to program very, very specific things into it in order for it to whatever it is to accomplish, whatever it is you want it to accomplish. That's the brain. So if you don't give it very, very specific directions, then it's going to go back to the oldest, to the strongest programs, because it takes the path of least resistance. It just goes straight to whatever it is. And so if there's been something repeated in your life that is, I'm not good enough, you heard it long ago, she's not good enough, you're not good enough, you could never, or it's intimated that you're not good enough, like you're not classy enough, or you don't belong in that group because you're not smart enough in school, or you're not athletic, and you're excluded because you're this or that, or not this or not that. And pretty soon you start saying, I'm not athletic. I tried, but I wasn't very good. It's like, these are all programs, all of them, where there is lack. It's a program. And because we live in a very abundant universe. So what I teach is practical spirituality, the spiritual journey and the human experience. I focus a lot on this channel, on finding your purpose and tying that into, I focus a lot on neuroplasticity of the brain and that repetition of changing your programs. What I focus on is helping you to understand your unlimited potential, that you were born with unlimited potential, and then you got programmed. You got programmed by your parents who are programmed or were programmed, by your siblings who are or were programmed, by teachers who are programmed. By the whole thing is, people, we are all move on. We all come from programs. We are all programmed. Our brains. The brain is designed to help us to succeed or fail. Depends on the programs that are repeated. Again, the brain is not subjective. It doesn't say, oh, I really want Lenny to succeed in this, so I'm going to help her. I'm really going to get behind her and I'm going to change her programs. No, it's just like saying, okay, I want to have this app do this thing. And then you just say, oh, go ahead, and it just comes out and does whatever, and it never gets to the outcome that the app wants. Who would use an app like that? Who would use anything that you didn't know what the outcome was going to be? on a computer program or an app or any of that stuff. So the brain is just like that. So why would you treat your brain any different than some like a developer of a software app or something who was so meticulous about what went into that? Why would you treat your brain any different than that, knowing that you are the driver of your boat? You are the one with the rudder. You get to steer it. You get to decide where you want to go. And when you understand that the brain is like this immense, amazing computer, then you it's like, why would you not program it with the programs that you want? And I'm going to show you some of the programs. I'm going to go right to it because I still have my phone. I have to turn it in. I had 30 days, but oh my gosh, I don't even I don't even know where we're at in the 30 days. I got it on the 4th, and I think my new phone, the one I'm using right now, I think that I didn't have time in the very beginning, so I think it was like 5 days. And usually something like that, I'm like, ooh, a new phone. And this one is a 16, and it has like it's training AI and stuff. So anyway, beside the point. But I think I want to go to the 15 and allow AI to figure out what it's doing, all that. So, but anyway, beside the point, I just want to show you some of these programs, and some of these are just my favorites. And so, but these are the programs. Let me show you that you can put into your own brain. Like this is there's if you read it, I'm trying to get close without it being blurry. Oh, there, look at that. Look. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's personal growth, there's self-talk for personal growth, winning with people. There's the super coach, and for kids and kids, this is the younger kids, so 0 to 7. If you are a parent, why would you not want your child to have really these mental programs of success, of self-esteem, high self-esteem? All of these programs, every single one of these programs they're all based on high self-esteem. I mean self-esteem, not high self, but having self-esteem. All of these are just my favorites, and that I have on here. So there are actually more. See, there's more. Let me get it close. But I want you to see what this is. Positive living. Recovery is not just recovery. It's positive self-talk for recovery, but it's not just like drugs or alcohol, or it's even gossiping. It's like what's a habit that you might have? I mean, self recovery from what? From shopping, from gossiping, from being a victim, playing the victim role. This is where we go into like recover from this. This helps you to recover. So there's self-esteem, which is this is so critical to, I mean, that one's huge. This one, stress, worry and depression, self-talk for stress, worry and depression, quality of life. I don't know. Going to sleep, that one's only 11 minutes. Health and fitness, weight loss. I don't know if these are backwards to you. I think they're backwards too. But anyway, there are just so many. Positive relationships, women 1 and 2, older kids, finding your focus, mastering your goals, career achievement, financial success, selling, winning with people, network marketing 1 and 2, personal and professional success, personal growth, supermind, mastering time, defeating problems. This is all self-talk for believing in incredible you. It is all self-talk. It's all this amazing, and I'll put it back to my favorites just to give you an idea of, and what they are. They're it's repetition. You put it on and it's repetition. Here, look, I'll do one for you on defeating problems. It's a guide. It's a guide for defeating problems. Let me see if you can hear it. Let me see. Oh, I think I have to do it here because my microphone's right here.
Winners look at problems in an entirely different way than the rest of the world sees them. You are a winner, and this program is just for you, because this program is all about how winners look at problems, how they handle them, and how they talk to themselves about problems. As you begin this program, there are some good things you should know about yourself and the ability you already have to handle problems well.
I have to speed it up.
Solving problems is not a problem for you. You are good at it. There is no problem which you cannot conquer. You know that many problems have benefits hidden within them, and you look at problems positively and optimistically. You know how to break large obstacles down into smaller pieces that are easier to handle.
So it's a guide. It's and I don't know whether you heard it. I hope you did, but it's so powerful. Like the self talk is so powerful. It can truly change your life. I don't know, when I tell people, I sometimes some people just like grab onto it, like, oh, I totally want to change my mental programs. I no longer want to be this person who doubts myself, or who is always falling behind, or I'm always late, or I always judge people, or this or that, or whatever the thing is that they always do, or that they don't like about themselves, and they want to change. But then there are the people like, I need to do my homework, I need to understand this, and it's fine, it doesn't really matter. It's just when you understand, it surprises me that and it still surprises me, and maybe it's just who I am, but that people wouldn't, when they know the gift of their brain and what they can do with their brain and how they can change their life to live so fully and in charge, all of that, that they can, and I go back to this, I refuse to be negative. You don't need to be negative. And it's not about being positive. It's about moving yourself in and somebody, oh, I think it was just this, no, it was a sitter for Steve. They have what they call sitters. I think I mentioned that. It's like a prison. in the hospital rooms, he's restrained. He has a sitter, a physical sitter, and then he has a camera like looking at him. Oh, I'm feeling so bad. Lynette is over here packing the cars because we're taking Steve home tomorrow. She's doing everything anyway, and here I am doing my video. But I love being with you. So this whole thing of, it's, it was one of the sitters last night that said, he said, like, I don't he said, I don't believe in moving yourself forward. I believe in the now. Me too. Because that's all we have right now, this very moment. Yet in the 3D world on planet Earth, we can spiral up, or we can spiral down, or somewhere in between. And I want to spiral up. Like, I want to take control of my mental programs and have my brain work for me and help me to reach my goals, to be better with people, to have more empathy, to have winning relationships with everyone around me, to do the things that I want to do and accomplish, to be healthy, to all of the things that are important, my financial success. I want to be financially fit and strong. I want to love life and live fully. I want to live a quality life. These are things that are important to me. And in this, the things that I want. So what do you want? But here's the thing. It's so easy to change your programs. You do it passively. So this whole, just reading this again, you're telling your brain, this is what I want. So it's not like you're lying to your brain. This is the way your brain works. Your brain is like a computer. You just like any software, if the software doesn't do what it wants, who the heck wants that? Right? If it's an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Doc, which is like an Excel spreadsheet, if it doesn't give you the numbers, or give you write, all the names on your list, or do whatever, if it doesn't sort, if it doesn't do the things that you want it to do, why do you want it? You'll go with something else, right? Why do you want a brain that won't sort, that won't give you exactly what you want? Why? This is why it's like it. I have this question, Lenny. Are you selling it correctly? Are you showing people the true benefits of their brain, like what they have right now? And anyway, it just floors me. Anyway, so I'm going to read this again. I refuse to be negative. I'm a realist. I deal with life and I let negative things go. Anything that drains my energy or my spirit is not healthy to hold on to, and I give it no time or space in my mind or in my life. Why give your energy or your time or space in your mind or in your life to things that are negative, that hold you back? You already have your brain, 77% of your conscious programs that are holding you back and stopping you. Why not change those? In your subconscious mind, it's 90 to 95% or more. You think about that. What do you have? Maybe 5%, 7%, or less than 3% of your subconscious. All the rest is negative, holding you back, stopping you. These programs, in whether it be in your relationships, be in your ability to financially find success, or believing in self and your self-esteem, you're losing weight, your health and your fitness, any of those things. Like, it's up to you. When you understand the power of neuroplasticity, and that you can change your programs, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. So now, quickly, a update on Steve, because yesterday I tried to do for October 22nd, which was day 296, and it was like so fast that I read that just because everything happened. And then I just did day 297, which is for October 23rd, because I just needed to catch up, because I want to make sure you have every single one of these passages. I would love for you to get this book, just so that you can follow it. But I'm telling you that the more that when you actually download the app that is 30 days free, and you can have up to 6 peeparoos on it, your family, whoever, um, you can have 6 people on your account. It's life changing. It changes your life. Not only are you positive, you feel positive, but you start feeling it more in control, and you start, whatever the program is that you choose to listen to, and I showed you some of the programs. Whatever it is that you choose, you begin to become that, because you're rewiring your brain to be that program. The program that you choose, you are making it the path of least resistance. You are making it the strongest program in your brain. So your brain always takes a path of least resistance. So that would mean whatever the strongest program is, I'm not good enough. It'll give you every single reason why you're not good enough to, you know, do whatever it is. You're not good enough to build the business. You're not good enough for your parents. You're not good enough for this. You're not good enough for that. And it'll give you every single thing from all the years that you've been alive. That'll be, you're not good enough, and you'll just stop, because you'll self-sabotage. Oh, I'm just going to go eat some ice cream and not worry about it. Or something, or you can change your programs so that the path of least resistance in your brain, the strongest program, is, I got this, I can do this, I am unlimited, I know I can do it, I'll figure it out. If it's a challenge, if it's a problem, I'll solve it. If it's a challenge, I will overcome any obstacles to get where I'm going. It's a choice. It's a choice. Your self-talk is a choice. And now you know your self-talk is a choice. And I would highly recommend that you get Dr. Shad's first book that he wrote, Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book, and is what to say when you talk to yourself. It's a huge eye-opener, even if neuroscience wasn't even around in the early 80s. And he was moving people in that direction with self-talk long before it was a thing, but it wasn't a known thing. Now it's a known thing with neuroscientists and researchers and other, but it wasn't then. And that book is so, even though I think it was written in 85, 84, I don't know, but even though it was written then, it is so spot on. And what to say when you talk to yourself. What do you say? Do you say you're good enough? You can do it. You got it. Usually we're told what we can't do, and that we're limited, and what can't be done. And that's how the programs start, and you can change all that. So I'm going to read this one last time. By the way, yes, I think I told you we're moving Steve to as an update. So I don't know. Tomorrow it's a whole new ball game. Here we go again, to a whole new thing, and I'm not sure how that's going to be. I know both Lynette and myself are really tired. There's a lot that has gone on, and yet, but we feel optimistic. This is, for me, this is the best thing. This is the chance I can give Steve to move out of that delirium. And I don't know what will happen with kidneys or blood sugar, or I mean, all I can do is the very best I can do. And so yes, it will be moving to, and he even helped us with the business today. Like, this is how he comes in and out. So, and gave us some good, on what we needed to do. So it's kind of all over the board, and I really want it to be where he has an opportunity to have success or not. Like, I mean, where he'll be, and I'll be able to play his self-talk at the same time every day and feed him the right foods and fat for his brain, good fat for his brain, and have him all the minerals and the, all the things that can help him, and methylene blue to clean out his brain and help different things. I mean, there's a lot. So and then we found out he's had lots of mini strokes, and but that, I mean, who knows when that happened. And that guy is so smart, like he's so smart. So when he comes to and can help with the business, he's sharp as a tack. And it's just, so we're hoping that it's all just this delirium, and he'll be better. So that's what we're doing. So I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I might be a day or two have to catch up again. I might be like so tired after tomorrow, but who knows where it will be. And we'll just enjoy this because it's an adventure. Life is an adventure, and I truly believe I chose it all. So if I chose it all, how can it be wrong? How can it be wrong? So I'm going knowing that I say yes. One of my spiritual mentors, her name is Landria Anka. She put out a video for one of the subscriptions that I'm in, and the video was just say yes. And I was like, that is exactly how I feel. It's acceptance. Everything, it's all fine. Like, yes, because otherwise I'm resisting. And if I'm resisting, then I'm putting up this energy that is so, if you, whatever you resist persists, it's because you're creating an energy that is strong. You're focusing on something you don't want. And so you're getting more of it. So you're getting more of that. It's kind of like people in politics, like, this is the person that should be there, or this is the one, or whatever. And then what do you find? You meet opposition. You got somebody else, and it's like, how could they not see my point of view? I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. And the other person is, you're wrong because I'm right, I'm right. This is separation. It's all by design on planet Earth. It's all by design. And we are one. We all are of the one source, God, universe, whatever you want to call the higher energy. We are all one. We are all one, and we're just individual expressions of that. And as an individual expression of the one, it's just a matter of degree. And so the more that we move into the divinity of who we are and understand who and what we really are, that light being, all of that, the spirit, when we understand that this is just a blip in just in a second, a blink of an eye, and it goes, then the things like what I tell you, like, you can excel in times of change. And that's another one of Dr. Shad Helmstedter's books, the title of one of his books. And you can, and I have been, and I've been showing you. This is a very, air quotes, difficult, right? That to me is a state of mind. But it is not. It's a very challenging time in my life with a lot of change, and for Lynette as well. Yet we're flowing. We are still flowing. We are still moving through. We're, yes, do we have the human experience of grief, of sometimes resentment, sometimes, I mean, who knows, sometimes, just the dread of one more thing, or any of that, like, just those things, the sadness, the, like, real low frequency emotions. Right now there's a lot of joy. Like, this could be Steve's way to finally be healthy again. Like, wouldn't that be so cool? And then we could have these. I always have this in my head. I see us sharing with him, which we already have. But, like, man, you went through this, and you were you went to you wanted to go to Amarillo, and then you got that blood infection, and then you and then you were in the hospital, and you had to get a vent, and then a tracheostomy, and then you went to the boom, 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 and then you just couldn't. You were all of this delirium, and you were an arse, and you were also funny, and But the stories that we've documented, I would love to share those with him, and laugh, and cry, and him to actually see and feel, and understand. like just the effort that went into loving him and honoring his decision to live and all of that. I would personally, would I love to share that with him? Yeah. And I kind of see that coming, whether it does or not. That's what I would love to see. That's my vision. So there's some excitement about it. There's also like some dread. Can I handle this? Can I do this? Some, because that's a lot, so but we'll see, because Lynette is working with me, and we're just together. We are an amazing team. We have done a significant amount and grown together significantly. And I share this with you because you can too. You can excel in times of change, no matter what it is. And Steve almost died so many times, and it was like, wow, we actually lost. Lynette has lost her dad. I have lost my husband of 30 some, almost 40 years, and it's just like, wow, it's a lot. And so anyway, you can excel in times of change. And this whole thing, I refuse to be negative. I'm going to go back to this. I'm a realist. I deal with life and I let negative things go. Why hang on to the negative? Why? What you resist persists. When you hang on to the negative, you get more of the negative, because that is the law of attraction. But what it really is, in a nutshell, is where are you vibrating? If you're vibrating in the negative, and and you're not, you're hanging on to whatever is bad, or whatever you didn't like about your childhood, or whatever those things, then you get more of that. You get more negativity. Anything that drains my energy or my spirit is not healthy to hold on to, and I give it no time or space in my mind or in my life. What a way to live in peace. We call that peaceful pants. And my daughter and I, Lynette, we're going to start a podcast, or we're going to, at least on my podcast, which I'm restarting. I've been going to restart that for about 3 months. But anyway, I'm going to actually make that happen. And one of the first episodes will be all about peaceful pants, and I'll explain that to you, because it's really funny, but it's really it's I know that you would understand and have compassion and empathy and feel it. It's full of feeling, that peaceful pants, because we all want to have peace in our lives. And just to understand where that came from, it's like this in a nutshell. Rather than kick in the pants, I want to have peaceful pants. But I'll explain the backstory to that in that podcast episode, and it's pretty funny, and it's very moving of how it came to that. And there's a lot of love and a lot of emotions, a lot of feeling the human emotions of everything that we've been going through since before July 9th. July 9th is when we went to have Steve diuresed. And then there was the helicopter from one place in Colorado to here where he's at right now. And then the whole journey began. And so that's, but it was before that. It's been several months before that. So it's been quite the journey. 24 has been quite the journey, but I tell you, the learning how to excel in times of change, which I show you. And I hope that I am showing you that. And then if you'd like to work with me, like, all of it is so beautiful. If you'd like to work with me, I am a life coach. These are the things that I teach. I teach you how to excel in times of change. I teach you how to create goals that are realistic goals that you can reach, goals that towards your purpose. Like, what is that overarching mission in life? Like, why did you come here? What is it that you want to create in this life, or be, do, have, become? What is it that you want to change in your life? And I help you get there. I help all of my clients, every single one of my clients is having immense success in their lives, every single one of them. And that has a lot to do with their self-talk, because I help you to change your mental programs. So if you want to work with me, then all you have to do is email me at linny@linnymotivates.com with the word winner, and in the subject line or in the body of the email, and let's get started. I want to help you to find success in every single area of your life. I want to help you to be the most that you can be. I want to help you change your mental programs that are holding you back, those 77% in your conscious mind that are holding you back, or counterproductive or sabotaging you. The over 90 or 95% in your subconscious mind that are running on autopilot, directing you and telling you what it is you're doing. And I can tell you right now, to get started on your own, I won't coach anyone who's not listening to self-talk, because then I run into what I ran into when I was a health coach, and that was people had their programs. I didn't know it then, but they wouldn't get things done and they would always have excuses. I didn't know why, and they didn't know why. Now I know why. It was their programs. And so now this is why I won't coach anyone who is not listening to self-talk, because it is life-changing. And it's funny how many clients are a little it's like, it's a little, whatever it is that bothers them about it, like these affirmations or this or that or whatever. It's not affirmations, the voice or the whatever it is. Once they start listening and they really start, they take it to heart, and they do it every single day. It's life changing for every single one of them. Every single one of them. Because it changes your brain. It changes that computer to the programs you want, rather than whatever's there in the program and it falls apart. It's your success or your failure in life, or somewhere in between. Success based on what you want to see in your life. I love you so very, very much. In my last video, I forgot to do my little ending, but it's really important that you know that I believe in you. And it's really important that you believe in yourself. Until you do, I want you to know that I believe in you. I believe in you because you were born with unlimited promise and potential. And I know that. I know that scientifically, and I know that in my heart. And I know you can do and be, change, have, create absolutely anything in your life. I know that. There's not a doubt in my mind. And I want to get you to the point to where you understand that that you were born with this unlimited promise and potential, and you can have and do and be and change and create absolutely anything. I want to get you there. I want to tell you this over and over and over again until it goes in here and here and here, and pretty soon you're like, I can do this, I can be that, I can change that, I can create that, I can do that. And if you're listening to the self-talk, the programs that I showed you earlier, that's going to be wired into your brain permanently. And the programs that are currently the strongest programs will be rewritten, rewired into your brain, and then you will do, be, have, create, change absolutely anything that you put your mind to. That's how powerful it is. So I love you so very, very much. Oh, yes, I do. And as always, shining my light to brighten yours. I'll keep you updated on Steve and all that fun stuff. Might be a day or two, but I promise you, I'll be back with every single day with the passage for for that day. I love you so much. Chat soon. Ciao.